If you're a gentleman over 60 and you've noticed that your morning erections have quietly faded, I want you to pause, take a breath, and really listen to this, because most doctors won't say it plainly, but I will. This isn't just about performance in the bedroom. It's not about pride or ego. It's about blood flow. It's about your heart. It's about your overall vitality as a man. You see, in my 35 years of treating men across America, I've come to recognize one simple truth. Your body whispers long before it screams. And when those early morning erections begin to fade, that's your body's quiet way of saying, something's off. Please pay attention. Now, many men shrug it off. They blame age, or they reach for a quick fix, a little blue pill maybe, hoping it'll make things right. But here's the hard truth. Pills can't fix what your body's trying to tell you. That's why I'm here. My name is Dr. Jonathan Prescott. I've spent my life helping older men restore their strength, their circulation, and yes, their confidence, without shame, without gimmicks, and without giving false hope. What I'll share with you today isn't a miracle. It's not new. It's something older than modern medicine itself, a simple daily practice that supports blood flow, reawakens sensitivity, and helps bring back what many thought was lost for good. So if you're ready, let's begin. Because the sooner we understand what the body is telling us, the sooner we can begin to heal.
1. Your penis is the canary in the coal mine. I remember it like it was yesterday. A man in his late 60s sat across from me, married for over 4 decades. He wasn't in pain. His blood pressure was normal. His labs looked fine on paper. But then he said something that hit me square in the chest. "Doc, I think I'm broken." Why? Because he hadn't had a solid morning erection in over a year. Not once. And no doctor had ever told him what that really meant. So I did. I told him, gently but directly, that his penis wasn't broken, it was warning him. You see, the same blood vessels that supply your heart and your brain also supply your penis. But here's the difference. The vessels in the penis are smaller, more delicate, and far more sensitive to poor circulation. That means when something starts to go wrong, when blood flow weakens or inflammation rises, your penis is often the very first place your body sends the signal. It's like a smoke alarm in the bedroom going off long before the fire ever reaches the hallway. And yet, most men ignore it. They laugh it off. They blame the age, or they reach for pills that mask the symptoms without ever understanding the message. But here's the truth I've seen again and again in my 35 years of practice. When morning erections fade, it can be the first quiet sign of poor vascular health, declining testosterone, rising inflammation, or even early-stage metabolic dysfunction. And the beauty is, if you listen to your body now, if you respond the right way, your body knows how to heal. But that's where most men get lost. Because what your body needs is not another pill. What it needs is something far older, far simpler, and surprisingly powerful. Let me show you why pills often fail, and why a natural oil blend applied the right way might just change everything.
2. Why pills can't fix this and oils can. Over the years, I've had countless men walk into my clinic with the same quiet frustration. "Doc, the blue pill used to work, but now it barely does anything." I hear the disappointment in their voices, but underneath it, There's something deeper, a fear no one wants to admit. What if my best days are behind me? That's when I tell them the truth, not to discourage, but to empower. Pills don't fix the problem. They override it. They temporarily force blood into an area that's struggling, like jump-starting a car with a dying battery. Yes, they might work for a while, but they don't heal damaged vessels. They don't restore lost sensitivity. They don't reawaken nerves that have gone quiet from years of poor circulation or inflammation. Most of all, they don't teach your body how to function naturally again. Pills are a performance mask. They offer a short-term solution to a long-term issue. And the truth is, many men don't need more force. They need more support. That's where something different, something older than modern medicine, can make all the difference. I'm talking about natural therapeutic oils applied directly with intention. When you apply certain plant-based oils to the body, not swallowed, but massaged into the tissue, you bypass the digestive system entirely. You go straight to the source, the skin, the vessels, the nerves, the exact areas that need healing. Coconut oil, peppermint, ginger, these aren't magic. They're medicine in the most human, hands-on form. Because here's what we often forget. Touch heals. Warmth heals. Consistency heals. And when you give your body the signal it's been missing, gently, daily, with care, something begins to shift. Now, you might be wondering, why these oils? And how do they actually work? That's exactly what we'll explore next, the formula, the science, and why thousands of men are using this simple blend to restore what they thought was gone.
3. What's happening inside your body? Let's take a moment to look under the hood, to understand what's really going on inside your body when erections begin to fade. Inside your penis are two chambers called the corpora cavernosa. Think of them as soft, muscular sponges. When aroused, these chambers fill with blood, expand, and create firmness. But they don't do this alone. It takes healthy blood vessels, smooth muscle, and sensitive nerves all working together to make it happen. And here's where age steps in. Not like a thief, but like a slow leak. Over time, those vessels narrow, the muscle tissue stiffens, the nerves begin to go silent. Not overnight, but gradually, so gradually, most men don't notice until one day the morning firmness just isn't there. Then comes delay in arousal. Then, less sensation. Eventually, intimacy feels like pressure, not pleasure. But what no one tells you is why this happens. Here's the truth. As testosterone declines, as inflammation creeps in, as stress becomes chronic, your body shifts into something I call survival mode. When blood flow is limited, your body prioritizes where it goes. And frankly, reproduction takes a back seat. Your penis, once a high priority zone, becomes a low traffic area. Not because your body's failing, but because it's trying to protect itself. Now here's the good news. This isn't permanent. Smooth muscle can be retrained. Nerves can be reawakened, but not through pressure, not through pills, through gentle, targeted daily stimulation. And that's where we turn next, because knowing what's broken is only half the equation. Now, let me show you how to begin restoring it with a natural blend that works from the outside in.
4. The 3-oil blend that restores erections. By now, you might be wondering, how can pills can't fix it? How can an oil massage make any real difference? It's a fair question, and one I've answered for dozens of skeptical men in their 60s, 70s, even early 80s, who sat across from me, unsure but hopeful. And I told them this: it's not magic, it's mechanism. Because when you apply the right oils with the right touch, you're not just moisturizing skin, you're delivering healing to the tissue itself, tissue that's been neglected, deprived, waiting. Here's the formula I've used and recommended for years. 1. Cold-pressed coconut oil. This is the foundation, not just because it's soothing, but because it penetrates deeply into the smooth muscle. It's rich in medium-chain fatty acids that calm inflammation, support elasticity, and nourish tissue that's long been starved of real attention. 2. Peppermint essential oil. Just a few drops. That cool, tingling sensation isn't just pleasant. It's a vascular signal. It helps dilate blood vessels, awaken nerve endings, and brings fresh oxygen into places that may have gone quiet. Think of it as a gentle tap on the shoulder to your circulatory system. 3. Ginger essential oil. Where peppermint cools, ginger warms. It stimulates circulation, encourages blood to flow into deeper layers, and works as a carrier, drawing the other oils further into the tissue. When combined, these 3 oils create a synergy, cooling and warming, soothing and stimulating. They work together to do what pills can't: revive blood flow, reawaken sensation, and support healing at the source. And the results? Some men report feeling a difference within days, a return of morning firmness, a quiet confidence they thought was gone for good. Others take longer, but the story is often the same. Doc, I feel alive again. But let me be clear, the oils alone aren't enough. It's how you use them, how you connect with your body during those few minutes each day that turns this into true medicine. So next, I'll guide you step by step through the massage method I've taught for years. A simple 10-minute ritual that can begin changing everything.
5. The massage method that works in 7 days. Now that you know what's inside the oil, let's talk about how to use it. Because this isn't about rubbing something on and hoping for the best. It's about delivering a therapeutic signal, one that your body can understand, absorb, and respond to. Most men I teach start out a little unsure. Some feel awkward, others worry they're doing it wrong. But within days, something shifts. This isn't sexual, it's medicinal. It's about restoring circulation, retraining nerves, and rebuilding trust between you and your body. Here's the method, plain and simple. Step 1. After a warm shower. Heat relaxes the tissue and opens the blood vessels, giving you the best conditions for absorption. Dry off fully. Use clean hands. This part matters. Step 2. Warm the oil in your palms. Mix the coconut oil with 1 to 2 drops of peppermint and 1 to 2 drops of ginger oil. Rub your hands together to warm the blend, not just physically, but mentally. This is your time. Step 3. Begin at the base. Using gentle circular motions, start at the base of the penis, where the main blood vessels enter. Don't rush. Let the tissue adjust to the warmth and movement.
Step 4. Use long, slow strokes. Massage upward along the shaft, firm enough to stimulate, but never rough. The goal is circulation, not arousal. If you feel tingling or warmth, that's blood returning. That's life waking up. Step 5. Focus where you feel less. If you've lost sensation in a certain area, spend a little more time there. Touch is not just physical, it's neurological. You're re-educating the nerves. 10 minutes a day is all it takes. Not an hour, not a marathon. Just a few quiet minutes of attention and consistency. Because your body responds best when it knows it can trust you again. And I've seen this work again and again. Men who felt hopeless for years, men who thought they were past the point of no return, they came back. Not because of me, but because they showed up for themselves, one day at a time. But there's something else you need to know. Even the best massage, even the best oils, can be sabotaged by the habits you carry outside those 10 minutes. So in the next section, I'll show you the 5 hidden erection killers that quietly block progress and how to remove them from your life, starting tonight.
6. Remove these 5 erection killers now. I've seen it too many times. Men who did the massage every day. Men who followed every instruction. And yet, progress stalled. Not because the method failed, but because something in their daily routine was quietly undoing all the work. So let's be clear. If you want real, lasting improvement, these 5 habits need to go. 1. Processed foods. Frozen dinners, packaged snacks, sugary drinks. They're not just bad for your waistline. They cause low-grade inflammation that shrinks your blood vessels and chokes circulation, especially down there. No amount of massage can compete with daily inflammation. 2. Sitting too long. Most men don't realize this. Long hours in a chair compress the nerves and vessels that fuel erections. Whether it's in the car, at the desk, or on the couch, too much sitting literally starves your pelvic floor of movement and strength. Get up, move, stretch, walk. Your body isn't meant to heal in a chair. 3. Poor sleep. Here's something most people forget. Testosterone is made while you sleep, especially in the early morning hours. If your sleep is shallow, broken, or too short, your hormones never reset and your libido pays the price. Want better mornings? Start with better nights. 4. Chronic stress. Stress isn't just in your mind, it's in your blood. High cortisol levels tighten blood vessels, dampen desire, and raise inflammation. You don't need to eliminate stress completely, but you must give your body a daily way to release it. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing can change your chemistry. 5. Alcohol and dehydration. A drink now and then isn't the enemy, but regular alcohol, it lowers testosterone, dulls nerve sensitivity, and thickens your blood. And if you're not drinking enough water, circulation slows to a crawl. So ask yourself, are you watering a garden or trying to grow in a drought? Here's the good news. Remove these blockers and the benefits of massage double, sometimes triple. And once your body is clear of the things that hold it back, it's time to feed it what it truly needs. So up next, we'll talk about the foods that don't just support your results, they supercharge them.
7 power foods that supercharge results. Healing doesn't just come from what you put on your body. It also comes from what you put in it. The right foods don't just support your results, they accelerate them. No extreme diets, no calorie counting, Just smart, specific choices your blood vessels will thank you for. Here are 5 of the most powerful foods I recommend to my patients. 1. Watermelon, especially the white part. It's not just summer fruit. It's packed with citrulline, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide, the same molecule that helps blood vessels relax and open. Bonus, the white rind has the highest concentration. 2. Dark chocolate, 70% or higher. Just a small piece a day. Rich in flavonoids that improve vascular responsiveness, helping blood flow where it's needed, when it's needed. 3. Pomegranate juice. It's not hype, it's science. Daily intake of pomegranate has been shown to repair the endothelial lining, the fragile inner walls of your blood vessels. That means stronger circulation and better stamina. 4. Garlic, raw if you can stomach it. A single clove a day helps thin the blood slightly, reduce inflammation, and improve overall flow. Don't like the taste? Crush it and mix it into soup or olive oil. 5. Water, more than you think you need. Dehydration thickens your blood and stiffens your tissues. Even mild dehydration can slow your circulation by 20% or more. Start your day with a glass, before coffee, before food. That alone can make a difference. Think of these foods as tools, not rules. You're not trying to eat perfect. You're trying to eat intentionally. Combine this internal nourishment with your daily massage, and what you're doing is simple. You're creating the conditions for your body to heal. But there's one more piece, and it might be the most important. Because if your mind is still full of doubt, shame, or pressure, even the best routine can fall flat. So next, let's talk about what really brings it all together, your mindset.
8. The emotional reset, reclaiming confidence. Some of the most powerful transformations I've witnessed didn't come from pills or oils. They came when a man changed how he saw himself. Because let's be honest, this journey isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's deeply personal. And for many men over 60, the hardest part isn't the body. It's the quiet fear, the doubt, the thought that maybe you've crossed a line you can't return from. But you haven't. I've had patients tell me that the simple act of daily massage, not as performance, but as care, helped them reconnect with a part of themselves they thought was gone. One man in his 70s said, "I started this to get stronger erections, but what I got was a new relationship with my body." That stuck with me, because as men age, we often pull away from ourselves. We stop touching, stop noticing, stop believing that pleasure, vitality, or confidence belongs to us anymore. But it does. And it begins not with perfection, but with presence. When you apply the oil with calm intention, when you feel warmth returning to the tissue, when you breathe and listen instead of push and expect, something begins to shift. You replace fear with familiarity, shame with understanding, performance pressure with reconnection. Add a few minutes of deep breathing, a visualization of your body strong and alive, maybe even an honest word with your partner, and you create space for healing that goes beyond circulation. You're not chasing who you were at 25. You're building who you are now, wiser, more attuned, more whole. And if you've come this far, you already know you're not broken. You're not too late. You simply haven't had the right tools until now. So in our final moments together, let me bring everything full circle and give you the simple daily plan that brings it all to life.
9. Conclusion. This is how you reclaim your strength. If you've made it this far, you already understand something most men never hear from their doctors. Restoring your erections isn't just about sex. It's about your health, your blood flow, your vitality as a man. You now know that fading performance is not failure. It's feedback, a signal from your body asking for help. You've learned that pills offer a mask, not a cure. That natural oils, coconut, peppermint, and ginger, when applied with care, can awaken tissue that's long been neglected. You understand how a simple daily massage, combined with better sleep, movement, hydration, and food, creates conditions your body can finally respond to. And maybe most important of all, you've been reminded that this isn't about going backward. It's not about being 25 again. It's about showing up for yourself, today, with what you have, and building from there. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s turn the tide. Not with pressure, not with shame, but with presence, with consistency, with just 10 minutes a day of honest care. So here's your next step, simple but powerful. Each morning or evening, after a warm shower, apply the oil blend with slow, focused intention. Avoid the 5 erection killers: processed food, sitting too long, poor sleep, chronic stress, and dehydration. And nourish your body with the foods that fuel blood flow and support your hormones. No rush, no judgment, just one day at a time. Because this is how healing begins, not with a prescription, but with a decision. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are simply ready. And that, more than anything, is the sign of a man reclaiming his strength.